This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The Virus. Sirius XM.
Classic kids games.
Classic kids games.
Like kickball.
Yes.
Deemed unsafe by state in effort to increase summer camp regulation. Now they're getting their grubby little hands into the fucking summer camp.
Yeah.
Bullshit. What the fuck, man?
I don't get it.
This is the world we live in now, huh?
Why?
And we're old enough to remember. We're
I
old
know.
enough to be around to watch this whole thing change.
Remember all the good fun games that were uninterrupted.
State bureaucrats have identified a potentially deadly hazard facing our children this summer. Freeze tag.
Freeze tag.
This is what they're fucking doing with their time. What the fuck?
Why is freeze tag a hazard?
That's right. Officials have decided the age-old street game, along with wiffle ball, kickball, and dodgeball, poses a significant risk of injury.
Really?
What the fuck are they supposed to do at camp?
Sit around and be sexually abused.
Right, by the camp.
That's
camp
fine.
counselor.
By the creep camp counselor.
Yeah, there's significant risk of injury there.
They don't want the kids playing wiffle ball or kick. What a fucking...
Pussy nation.
Football I almost get because you can get paralyzed. You know, all right, football, you get your leg broken, but kickball?
Yeah.
You fucking parents, I don't understand this.
I don't understand why the parents don't... have an uprising. I'm a parent now, man. This is what scares the shit out of me when my kid gets older and I have to put him into a school system and know what I went through as a kid and what they're not going to be able to do. You hear about the Easter egg thing? They're now called spring spheres.
How dare you say Easter?
Spring spheres? They're not even eggs.
The spring spheres.
They're called I can't even say this fucking word.
Spring
spheres.
I believe so. It certainly doesn't say Easter anymore. So it might be spring eggs or spring. Someone help me out, a parent out there. Now you can't even do Easter eggs or say Easter eggs.
Did some jerk off actually come up with that? Like
spring spheres, I believe.
Because Easter is, a religious holiday.
By the way, this is why.
But see. Half these fucking things aren't religious holidays anymore. I haven't thought about Jesus during Easter for years.
No.
I see the bunny, the chocolate, the eggs.
Bunnies and
I don't know what any of that means.
Jelly beans.
This is why American culture.
Christmas. I don't think Christmas is a religious holiday at this point.
American culture is such shit because we're constantly fucking cowering and backing off from things that became very familiar.
Yeah,
it's silly.
We do this break probably once every couple of months, and the parents are outraged. Uprise. It's a minority that is thinking this way. It's not the majority.
They win all the time, though.
The minority. I know that.
Because the majority is too busy working and just going about their lives. So
wiffle ball, kickball, dodgeball pose a significant risk of injury. And classics like Capture the Flag, Steal the Bacon. Does anyone know Steal the Bacon?
Steal the Bacon?
What's
you really know what Steal the Bacon is? I don't know that one.
We used to play that in my school back in the day, where it was like it was typically in the gym. You'd have one line of kids on one side, one line of kids on the other side, and usually like some shitty teacher would like throw their keys down at some designated spot in the middle, and everybody would have assigned a number. So you would pair up with somebody, and they would call a number. And the first one to steal the bacon would get a point.
Nice.
Like you had to make it back to your line without getting tagged or something. I forget what the rules were.
It's not what it is.
Oh, what's steal the bacon?
It's when you all. I hope I don't start laughing to this. It's where you go out and steal Kevin Bacon. Put him in your pocket or something.
That's impossible, Chip.
Classics like Capture the Flag, Steal the Bacon, and Red Rover are also deemed dangerous in new state regulations for day camps. Red Rover.
Who's
dangerous
playing Red
in new
Rover
state
anymore?
regulations for day camps.
Can you tell me what the status is on red light, green light, 1, 2, 3?
Yes. Like green light, 1, 2, 3.
I bet it's, but you know what it is? Kids have probably gotten hurt, and this is where parents bring it. I guarantee there's been lawsuits.
Oh, yeah.
My son skinned his knee, and I'm so it's almost like as much as the state sucks, parents, they're not going to uprise because most of these shitheads are responsible for fucking suing.
The lawyers have destroyed any type of entertainment or fun in this entire country. And you can see it just by looking at over the past 10, 15 years, how many of these fuck commercials come on for lawyers every 2 seconds. You'll see a drug commercial, and then right after the drug commercial is a commercial from a lawyer saying, did you take a certain drug? Call me. And what the fuck is going on?
They are scumbags, but you know what? It's easy to throw the lawyers under the bus, but they do not exist in a vacuum. They exist because people use them
but
to
they made
sue.
it easy. They made it easy.
They did.
Now, people in general have a basic human nature to try to get something for nothing. And if something happens, they are instantly going to go, I want to sue. But if you had a legal system that said, no, get out of here, stop it. It's a frivolous lawsuit. They wouldn't be so apt to try to sue. Now it's no matter what happens, I want a lawyer. Get me my lawyer. And they're readily available on TV. You can pop it on and find a lawyer in 2 seconds.
But if you didn't have a country of pigs who are obsessed with grabbing for more than their share and greed, then lawyers would maybe just use the law properly. So it's kind of, but you can't let the public off the hook either.
Yeah,
They're
no, I'm not.
pieces of
Believe
shit,
me.
greedy,
Litigious douchebags.
yeah.
So summer camps are going to be pretty boring. I wonder if you're still allowed to les out.
I think they'll
At
be
summer
lesing
camp.
out at the summer camp,
But
down at the canteen.
Significant risk of injury if you les out.
You could pull a jaw muscle as you're lapping another girl's clitoris.
Well, we got a law student. We got more to this story. It gets even better. But first, a law student, Tyler, in New Hampshire. Lawyers are a product of what society demands of us. Man, Tyler. What's up, Tyler?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hey,
Yeah, I don't like lawyers in
Are
general,
ya?
but maybe there's maybe some young lawyers are coming up that'll change the game a little bit.
because without them,
that's
we're
what
fucked.
I hope for.
Without them, we're fucked.
What's up, Tyler?
How's it going?
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
Go ahead,
No,
buddy.
I agree. I mean, really what happens is, we go into law school, the debt load that it costs to go to law school, I'm paying close to $60,000 a year. After 3 years, you're looking at close to $200,000 in debt. When you get out, you're looking for clients, and people hire you for anything, and you take it, and you need to pay those loans back within 10 years. So,
great.
I mean, it's what society's developed us into, a bunch of, money-hungry...
Society.
Yeah, you said society wrong. We can't allow that on this show.
Society.
It's always society.
Wow, he brings up a point when they do put him in
happened?
debt so quickly out of school
Right.
that they're just trying to fucking find anything to make a few bucks.
Right.
All right, Binder.
I mean, look, without the lawyers, though, before the Miranda rights, it's now that we get annoyed because people lawyer up and they're like, yeah, you didn't read him his rights. But before that, you literally were fucking doomed if you got arrested.
Criminal and civil, two different things. And I'm going out on a limb here saying that. I understand if you go into criminal law, you got to protect your client. Civil lawsuits and shit like that, it's a whole nother game.
Yeah.
These fucking scumbag lawyers know that this fucking scumbag money-hungry piece of shit is just trying to fuck someone over for free money. The lawyer gets a great share of it. And, the parties go away happy because usually some kind of insurance will pay the part of the defendant. And then you know what? We all end up paying, don't we?
But the insurance companies are pieces of shit because their whole thing
Who's not a piece of shit in this?
is that's the point.
I know.
You know what, dude? You're right.
Everyone's a piece of shit.
The fucking insurance companies are garbage, and they're built on taking your money, betting against you getting fucking injured, and then trying to fuck you out of your benefits.
Yeah.
But then again, people are always trying to fuck insurance companies out of as much money as possible, too, by lying. So they have to have Everybody is a scumbag in this.
Here's a great thing I heard over the weekend.
Was it what I just said?
Yes, it was exactly it verbatim. A couple of insurance companies will give you, and here's how they present it, which is great. Again, something being presented to you as good, as something that will save you money or give you a freedom. They usually present things that will fuck you
But
in the end.
that's not the real reason.
Right. The insurance companies, a couple of them, are saying, we could put a sensor in your vehicle that will let us know how fast you're going. And based on that, we'll give you a lower rate if you don't speed. Now, doesn't that sound like, all right, look, I don't speed. Give me a lower rate, and you put this thing in my car, and they'll know how fast I'm going.
But can I stop? Who doesn't speed, though?
I know everyone in front of me.
The Asians don't speed.
The Asians don't speed.
The Asians don't speed.
Asians should use this.
You're the goody two-shoe people.
Yeah. But they are in the left lane all the time, which is weird. It should be in the right lane, not speeding. But whatever. But here's the thing on this one. Guaranteed, they use that in an accident case to see how fast the person was going and then deny him any fucking money.
Because you were irresponsible.
Hey, not only were you saving money or not saving money, whatever, you put the sensor in your car, it's going to be used in court.
Of course.
So the insurance company doesn't have to pay you because you were breaking the fucking law.
The insurance company...
Guaranteed that's their prime directive.
Yeah, their whole goal is not to pay out fucking cases.
Yes.
You know, it says somewhere that if you're breaking the law, that takes away our responsibility to cover you.
Yep.
But then again, are they scumbags? And I'm just are they scumbags for doing that? Because the people, if you're doing 65 in a 30 zone, you're not going to just admit that if you don't have to. You're going to lie. So you could be fucking the insurance company.
But insurance companies in general are scumbags.
They are.
But you're paying those motherfuckers top dollar to insure you, regardless of what happens or doesn't happen as you're driving. So you feel you're getting fucked. But then you're fucking the insurance company.
They're making plenty of fucking money, man.
We do have this great society where we just...
What?
It's based on everyone fucking each other.
Society?
Society.
It is a fucking... But we stand in a circle, and everybody points to the right and says, you're the scumbag, until it gets right back around to you. None of us want to just say, it is a fucking... Everybody is fucking greedy and out for themselves, and everyone wants to exonerate themselves and act like, hey, I don't do that. I'm the good guy, and we're all shit. Carlin said it better than I'll ever say it. He said garbage in, garbage out as far as politicians. That's the best we have to offer.
Yep.
Hey, let's get back to this, though. So the classic kid games, like kickball, deemed unsafe by state in effort to increase summer camp regulation. So we continue with the story here. Classics like capture the flag, steal the bacon, Red Rover are also deemed dangerous in new state regulations for day camps. The health department created a list of supposedly risky recreational activities, which also include more perilous pursuits like archery, scuba, and horseback riding in response to a state law passed in 2009.
What about Snooba, dude? Is Snooba in there? Boom, you got your Snooba.
You know what, dude? I was in juvie growing up. I stole a gumball machine. You know what, dude? So what? You fucking sing. Boom.
So how do you think it should be changed, Bob?
Dude, I don't know. You know what? Everybody's so smarmy. You know what, dude? You gotta change it. Boom. He'll just say nothing. You know what, dude? Boom. You don't change it, you change it. What's the difference? Well, Bob, the difference is it's either changed or not changed. Yeah, whatever, dude. Just keep being smarmy. What? Bob, what do you mean?
Smarmy.
With technology, he's a genius, though. That's the beauty of Bob Kelly.
How will come in with the first thing out the first day it comes out.
Yeah, dude, look at this app. It zaps you to the moon. Wow, really? Yeah.
It's great.
So if you go to a summer camp, you can't even do archery?
No archery?
Why?
Horseback riding?
That's like commonplace.
Why the fuck would you go to a summer camp?
Exactly.
Then? What are they going to do?
Suck each other's boyish penises in the cabin, obviously.
Now you're talking.
I mean, what else is there?
Under the tight clamshell ball bags.
Under the new rules, any program that offers 2 or more organized recreational activities with at least one of them on the risky list is deemed a summer camp and subject to state regulation.
State regulation.
So what? The state wants to get a little piece of the action, a little more of the action?
Yeah, they want to be able to put someone in there.
She said the list, which labeled frisbee, tug of war, and sack races as safe.
Well, sack races are hard.
Tug of war was never fucking safe.
Sack races.
Sack races weren't safe.
No, not at all.
No.
Exactly. You try to race, like you start with your balls on someone's forehead and you try to drag your sack down to their chin so your asshole's over their nose.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
What?
I thought it was like, okay, that one's black, that one's Hispanic. You pull through. I guess the race of the
sack race. Oh, God, am I dumb?
guess the race.
Oh, but you have to do it by scent. Yeah, it smells like cocoa butter. Black.
This broad Diane Mathis from the
That's
health
sexist,
department.
Opie.
She stressed that not every program will need to hire medical staff. What's this about? So if you have these events, you have to have medical
like some kind of nurse or something on site. So it's going to cost you a little more to send your kid to summer camp. And that was for an indoor. This is for indoor camps, which was kind of, they said, was a loophole. The outdoor camps that have these sports, they do have and have had to have
a nurse.
Oh. Now the indoor ones, they're saying you need a nurse if you're going to be playing kickball and dodgeball.
So what is this really about? The health department getting more money?
Yeah. They're going to get one of their peeps in there, and it's going to cost you a little more money, and they're going to have to oversee it.
Susan Craig, a spokeswoman for the city health department, said the new law is not expected to have much impact since most city programs already meet the state requirements. All
right.
Okay, and then you got parents like this idiot. Kids these days are kind of brutal, so I could see those games being dangerous.
Really?
Said Wainwright, who has a 5-year-old. I agree with it. You're the idiot.
I remember playing, dodgeball.
If your kid can't handle dodgeball or any of these other activities, then you know what? Write a note and say my kid's going to be sitting out when they play wiffle ball.
What's that?
Oh, no.
There was a game when I was growing up. It's still around, I'm sure. But it was football, but without those pesky rules. It was just the fun part of football, and it was called Kill the Guy with the Ball.
We called it Smear the Queer.
Smear the Queer?
We played Smear the Queer, and we didn't even know what queer meant back then.
Whatever.
But I'm sure now you would be...
Found out by the end of the game, though, huh?
Sure.
Kill the Guy with the Ball was just pretty much keep away with a football. And whoever had the football, you'd fucking just smash them.
In our case, if you had the football, you were the queer.
You were the queer and you got smeared.
But that didn't make sense.
No, it just rhymed.
Because if you were brave enough to have the football, you weren't queer.
You weren't
were
being
you?
Queer.
Right.
Oh, maybe it was meant in an odd sense. You're the guy with the ball, so you are different than the rest of the
when you
the
played
players.
Kill the Guy with the Ball, were you brave enough to grab the ball?
Oh, yeah. But I was one that would toss it off pretty quick if somebody, 5 guys are bearing down on me.
You always had an animal that you grew up with that wanted the ball, and he would fucking take it to the limit. I was more like you. I would grab the ball and become the queer for a little bit.
But isolate that.
But I would certainly get rid of the ball and allow someone else to be the queer.
I'd have it
when
long
things
enough.
got a little too dangerous.
I'd have the football long enough for where I wasn't looked at when the game was over, like, yeah, that guy doesn't touch the fucking thing. He doesn't fucking grab it, pick it up. And then but I'd off it the second people were coming after me.
I would keep offing it off and go, I'm no queer.
Don't smear me.
What did that mean?
We had demolition derbies on our bicycles, too. Sometimes on a weekend, you'd go out and all ride your bikes and just smash into each other.
Right.
It was funny.
Right.
You're like, oh, man, look, I nailed that fucking guy. His wheel is all fucked up now. And it was just kind of fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a fun game.
What's that?
Jacks!
It sounds very dangerous.
Certainly is, if you're very careful. I offer all sorts of options at Ted's Jacks Emporium.
Oh. What kind of options are there to jack stuff?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. You go, and then you pick them up. Sometimes I have like a little glass playing surface and a cue ball.
But that, how do you bounce the cue
You
ball?
don't! That's why I sell so many of them. They're breaking all the time.
But how do you play the jacks then? Because you got to bounce the ball, I think.
Yes, you do!
Yeah, and then you pick up one.
And then you throw the ball up, and instead of bouncing, it crashes through your playing surface. And then you're like, oh, sugar. And the bucks start rolling in for me.
You sure have a lot of schemes.
Yes, I do.
How much have you grossed this year?
$1.78, but that's before taxes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this guy wants to know a status on another fine game that was played at summer camp.
Oh, summer camp.
Let's go to Alex in Chicago.
Alex.
What's up, guys?
Hello, Alex.
I just want to know, does it say anything about Monster Rain?
Monster Rain. Let me see.
We need a nurse on site for that.
Let me see. Monster Rain is still okay to play.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's safe. Right?
Under the
nice,
porch.
safe activity for the
Under
kids.
the porch. No teeth, please.
Oh, the government has just got to stop with their bullshit.
They're all up in our shit.
So you called it kill the guy with
Kill
the
the
ball.
guy with the ball. With the ball.
I called it smear the queer. Someone else is saying it used to be called mall ball.
Mall ball. That's
As in MAUL.
yeah.
You didn't play it in an actual mall.
No, it was mauling someone like a bear would maul
How
you.
great would that be to play smear the queer in the mall, though?
Go long and then just fucking plow into a
Let's go to
kiosk of
Greg-
scrunchies.
Greg, in New Hampshire. You guys called it mall ball.
Yeah, used to call it mall ball, and there used to be like 30 kids playing that game after school or like during recess, and holy shit, it used to get ugly. A lot of bloody noses, a lot of scab knees and elbows and shit. Classic old school playing in recess.
That's like growing up, though. You know, you'd play those fucking games.
I'll tell you, we were playing. I'm trying to remember if I think it was Smear the Queer, to be honest with you. And it was the first time I saw some shit go down. Billy DiCandido's fucking broken arm, bone through the skin shit.
Yeah.
And we were just, I don't even think we were 12.
First time you see shit like that, it's like Vietnam for a kid.
Oh, my God.
It's like you get fucking post-traumatic stress.
Dude, people just started screaming for their mommies, man.
Yeah.
And there's Billy on the ground. No one's going to help him because we've never seen shit like that before.
You're just losing your fucking mind.
Good for him. He lived pretty damn close, so he grabbed his own fucking arm and ran home.
We had this dumb kid.
But we were horrified.
Yeah, dumb kid in our backyard was jumping from the tree fort to another plank of wood that was in a tree, but the plank wasn't nailed down.
Yeah.
And he just grabbed it and the thing went seesawed.
Nice.
And he fell and snapped his fucking leg. Snapped the front one. What is that? The tibia or something? And it came right through his shin.
The bone came through, right?
Yeah. And we were just in the backyard like, oh my God. We just felt like Vietnam.
You wanted your mommy.
You felt like, yeah.
You didn't help him.
No, what were we fucking going to do?
Who the fuck would help?
Put some leaves on it. Love that Brian Regan bit. Yeah. Put some leaves on it. Run.
Yeah.
But that's that's some scary shit back then. But you can't stop. I don't think you could really stop that from happening. Or can you? I don't know. They've made it so you can't fucking do anything anymore. We've talked about this in the past. You used to ride your bike around or just fucking walk around, hang out with your friends. You don't see any kids out playing anymore or doing anything. You know, they're supervised at a playground or something, but you don't just see them riding their bikes down the street or something.
It's really strange.
Very frustrating.
I've said this, living in the city, you see babies in strollers, and you see little kids. You see little kids being held by their mommy by the hand.
Yeah.
And then you see 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, where are the kids between 2 and 17?
That are, just riding bikes.
I always wonder if it was a city thing, but you're saying you see the same thing in suburbs.
Yeah,
You just don't see kids out.
You don't see them. It's, I think it's all fucking computers and Xbox. And
I think it's also,
they keep them inside.
Over-the-top parenting, yeah.
They keep them inside. It's very dangerous out there.
They're now called play dates instead of go out, get the fuck out of my hair and go find something to do. Now it's got to be organized ahead of time.
Just fucking ride our bikes from like 8 in the morning until fucking 10 at night. You'd come home and your parents didn't know where the fuck you were.
Remember when you were brave enough to just ride to the next town?
Oh yeah, that
seemed to be a big fucking
ride.
deal, man.
That was the long ride.
You felt like you were getting something done.
Like, fuck, man, I've been here, but in a car with my mommy. I never rode my bike this far.
Well, like when me and my friend Eddie rode our bikes to New Brunswick, and we had our fucking Kango black kid hats on, and there was some black kids outside the store that were going to beat us up, so I had to call my dad to come get us, and he had to put our bikes, and he had to put our bikes in the car.
Oh, no.
Like two girls.
Oh, those darned black kids ruining your day.
Yeah, they were right, though. We should have had our fucking white asses beaten.
Were they why, were you in like a bad neighborhood or something? Or
George Street, New Brunswick.
It's
right by the Stretch Factory. It was a lot worse then, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
And what'd you think? You were going to ride with your Kango hats and be all badass?
Yeah, we figured we'd be kind of down. Like, I never realized that when I would hang out with black kids, they would kind of walk away from me when other blacks were around. They'd be embarrassed.
Yeah, of course.
Why do I have to feel stressed just because I go into that factory? I never understood the name of
Yes.
this club.
Yeah, what is that?
You literally, I was like,
I'm
what
just going with the
factory?
stress factory thing. I always feel just stressful going into the
It's
doors.
like, why am I going here?
Because
It's
it says
stressful.
stress right on the fucking billboard.
Stress factory.
Why do I have to feel stressed?
Probably because you know you're going to have to talk to Vinny.
Right.
Which just is uncomfortable for everybody.
Watch him do his phone bit on the stage.
Because he's doing stand-up for 20 years and he still has fucking rough hands. It's like, what do you do in your spare time? What do you sleep with your fucking hands out the window? You fucking creep. He leaves his hands on the porch when he goes to bed.
He runs a great place,
Sure
but
he
I
does.
always feel stressful walking into that place. It says it right there. It tells you how to feel. This is the stress factory. What about the game Hot Bean? I guess we're talking about kids' games
fuck
now.
is that?
And this guy, hold on, before Hot Bean, you're going to have to wait because there's no way this guy really played this game. Paul in Jersey, go ahead.
Hey there, Paul.
I need to know if you're just fucking trying to get on the radio or if you actually played the game.
No, I played the game. I grew up in Jersey City where there was a lot of Indian kids. So we would go up on the roof every Friday because that's when we got allowance. We used to buy a whole bunch of tennis balls. We used to go up on the roof of my house and we used to hit as many Indian kids as we can. We called it Hindu sniper. Body shots were 2 points, headshots were 3 points, and if they cried, you got a 2-point bonus.
Well, that's very racist.
It is, man. That's not cool.
That was fun.
It was fun.
As a kid, it sounds like it could be. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Then my friend,
But as an adult, we get tolerant.
My friend Tom fell off the roof, so we had to stop
Right.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir.
Does that article mention anything about the status of undie flip and or peenie flip?
Oh, good
Undie
question.
flip
Let me
or
look at the list.
peenie flip?
Peenie flip is still okay to play.
Oh, wow.
What about undie flip?
And undie flip did not make the list as well, sir. Travis, you're okay. You can still
I can still do it now as a 30-year-old?
play your queer games.
Well, I don't think they're
You want to
cool.
go play some undie flip in my house later?
Why do we have to wait till we get to your house?
Good point.
Okay.
Can you reenact undie flip just for the radio show?
Absolutely not.
Why? Come
I'm
on.
not going to get nude in front of you.
Because there's no ceiling fan here, Ope.
Oh, that's
We could have
right.
Bobo reenact undie flip.
I'll do it in my house with a pot and pan.
Do you know what's a fun game I would play with my friend?
Oh, wow.
I imagine it won't be popular with this group.
No.
No, I don't even want to look at you.
Dick sucking.
You know what? It's an excellent guess, Dan, and we would count the sucks. Like if you would give him 10 and he would give you 10. Like 1, 2.
Really?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you owe me 3 sucks.
You had a. Yeah, you had a.
You did not play this.
I most certainly did. And believe me, we kept count. Because you never wanted to be gypped on sucks. Everyone wanted to be the receiver. You certainly, nothing worse was when someone trying to gyp you on sucks.
Can't get who went first? That was like the lucky one that got it first because then you could just go. I'm going home. Did anyone ever gyp anyone out on all sucks? That would suck.
I don't remember, honestly. It's in Edison
Damn.
when I lived there.
I would
remember.
assume if you sucked one more than your friend, then you would be gay.
No, we didn't. You didn't. We just knew it was
If
dirty.
it was equal sucks, then
Snow was dirty.
Yeah, we knew. We knew what gay was, but none of us.
but that's not gay.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No.
You weren't having emotional feelings.
No, we didn't
for
hold
these
hands.
guys. It was like
You
it was
just wanted to
like,
get sucked.
Hey, I
Yeah.
want 10 sucks. That's
I'll
right. I'll give you 10
How about
sucks.
20
right.
sucks here, for Pete's sake?
All right, I'm with you. It's not gay.
How many sucks am I going to get? How many going to give?
Would you play that today?
Would you
No.
bargain back and forth like that?
I don't remember. I honestly don't
Like
remember.
10 sucks, 15. All right.
What if
15.
What if you made cumsies before the 10 sucks?
No one, dude. No one made cumsies back then. You couldn't come. It was too young. I don't remember erections. I don't know if we got erections. I remember the first time I saw an erection, I didn't know what it was. Like my friend would get it, but I wouldn't, and I had no idea why.
What happened to that thing?
I didn't know what it was. Like,
Like I'm only giving fucking 1 suck for every 2 you got to give me with that thing. I would go for a 2 for 1 deal if he had a boner.
Well, I didn't
So
realize that bargaining was a possibility for playing
the-
for sucks.
Did the 10 suck game end when your friend got a boner?
Yeah.
That's a different friend.
Oh, okay.
That's a different friend. He was like a year older.
So he was
1
getting
year older.
boners.
He's getting boners, yeah.
Boners. So
Yeah.
why don't you want to use the Apple TV again, Jimmy?
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like what do you play music? Where I'm gonna accidentally upload a photo of my girlfriend's pussy. How can anybody say we should go back to terrestrial radio?
Oh, I know. Shut up.
It's just fun here.
Ain't happening.
Someone is writing, I want to get one, not give one. Linger longer. Yes, Caroline.
Oh, right.
Man, very good. That's my brother's story.
Remember that?
I don't know if he wants me telling that one anymore. Now that he's a responsible business owner.
Right, in the
who
community.
just bought the upstairs, by the way, which is awesome for us.
Oh, wow.
Or him, actually. I know. I was going for... All right, go ahead, Chris. There's no doubt in anyone's mind I was going for hack. But go ahead, Chris. If you have to call me out, go ahead.
Yes,
if
sir.
it makes you feel better.
That last joke sounded like the new character, Greg Chipperson.
It was supposed to be hack. The stupid stress factory thing. I think everyone knew that. All right, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
So I don't know. The kid game thing is stupid.
Yeah, we played.
What is it
games.
about? Tax dollars, you think? Taxes, revenue?
You know, that's part of it. I think part of it is also just these dopey fucking politicians and shit wanting to make it seem like they're doing something, and the parents look at it like, oh, good, they're protecting our
But
kids. And blah, blah.
I bitch to parents that have small children, and none of them are into what's going on with their kids.
Yeah.
But so how do you change it back to sort of how it was? a
Bah,
little
you
bit?
don't.
You just deal with it?
Yeah, we need complete
Because
revolution, I think, in this country. Unfortunately, I hate saying it, but the way things are going,
I had that discussion too. We're absolutely heading toward that.
yeah, some type of
Abso-fucking-lutely.
major revolt has to be
Something is going to go
done.
down.
But is it though? Here's what I was thinking as we went to the bathroom. You played that CeeLo thing on the Apple TV, and I kind of forgot. Like, yeah, I kind of like that tune. I just went to my iPhone, and I just went and got it from iTunes, and I was listening to it on the way to the bathroom, and I'm like, how fucking amazing! Like, can you imagine in 1950 if you told someone that you were literally gonna hear a song and then just pull it out of thin air? It's like you're pulling shit out of thin air.
And they'd say, "Is it a colored person?"
Yes.
You say, "No, I don't want
Yes,
that."
and you'd say CeeLo, and he was drinking out of the same water fountain. But it's almost like, as much as it's annoying what's happening in this direction, it's fucking amazing what is happening in the other direction.
You're right.
So there won't be a revolution.
The technology side of it is amazing. Our financial and social part in this country is a fucking disaster. Technologically, yeah, but that's worldwide. Technology's worldwide. You could pull fucking music out of the air in England and India, wherever the fuck you
Japan.
are. Yeah, maybe Japan.
China.
Denmark?
Yeah, that's good
Denmark?
too. Denmark, Brazil. What's some of the other countries we could pull things out of the air?
Mexico.
Yugoslavia.
Kiss has a song called Rockin' in the USA, where they name a lot of places, countries. It's not
really?
a good. It's off Alive too.
Not a good song.
No, Rockin' in the USA.
Serbia.
What about Bosnia?
Not a good song. Sorry to interrupt with that dumb fact, but it's just.
But socially and financially, we're in ruin.
You ever play Asses Up?
Oh yeah. Everybody did. And you always try to get the ball to bounce up and hit the guy in the nutsack instead of hit him in the ass.
Could someone call my house later and explain that we all did this? Because I was trying to explain this to my lovely young wife, and
Yeah.
I think I know
boy.
why that might be. I think handball courts are more of a New York thing.
Yeah.
she's like, "That's really gay."
Yeah, if you don't have handball
She
courts, you're not
basically
gonna know
goes,
that.
"That's really gay."
It was.
I'm like, "No, man, we all played Asses Up," and there was no way of explaining it. I was fucked on
Get
this
that
one.
ball in the corner.
What else are you gonna do?
It was like that
Remember, you would hit a nutsack every once in a while with the ball.
That's what I meant. You'd have to. You would try to fucking bounce it.
So what makes it
so
gay?
it'd bounce up into the guy's ball bag.
We had to pull our pants down so it was like underwear.
All right, that's gay.
Yeah,
Just so it hurt a little more.
No, that's gay.
That makes it gay.
That's completely gay. See, we always kept our pants on.
And you guys went with the bounce? Fuck the bounce.
No, for the throw into
People
the
know what we're
ass.
talking about? You play handball, you lose the game, you have to go up against the wall, asses
Yeah.
up, and then everyone gets a shot?
Oh, the only reason I did the bounce was to try to get it to bounce and hit the guy in the nuts.
Okay.
If you just throw it straight, it's kind of harder. You could whiz it in there.
Remember the sick fucks that take their shirt off and then they wouldn't even bend over like, all right, fuckers.
Yeah.
And you would fucking nail them?
Masochistic.
Nice big red dot on their back.
They kind of did something like that on one of the Jackass seasons early on, where they had highlight, highlight with those ridiculous.
I
rackets.
forgot about that.
And
They played asses
they were
up.
fucking winning oranges at Knoxville. And
Oh
Steve,
yeah, I saw that one.
at like hundreds of miles an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy shit.
All right, so you did asses up. All right.
Yeah, asses up. Those what we called the schoolyard games.
What kind of handball did you play? You play chinky?
Chinese handball?
We call it
No,
chinky.
I played American handball.
Chinky was with the
I never
bounce.
that was when you hit the ground first.
Yeah, I liked it.
And then the American was hit the
Yeah.
wall first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I actually liked racquetball. Played that for a while. That
Racquetball was
fun.
pretty popular.
That's just
again.
too
Yeah.
loud.
What an asshole.
That was Lucille's loud cousin.
Oh, gosh. Making a racket with that ball.
I meant racquetball, instead of Lucille ball.
Yes, of course.
Oh, boo.
Just even playground equipment was fucking amazingly dangerous growing up. Everything from this dumb swing where you would get your finger caught and pinched in the chain.
Oh, yeah.
And the monkey bars, which were just, if you climbed to the top and fell, you were a plinko chip.
Oh, you were going to hurt something.
And yeah, you were going to hurt something, definitely.
These are the toughest guys alive, the Jackass guys. That's insane. We got the video of the highlight with them throwing oranges as they're pretty much doing asses up against the wall.
They are.
Fuck that.
Asses up.
How do you deal with that?
And the fucked up thing is they're missing, so these guys got to stand there and watch the oranges just barely missing them.
Get the
highlight
fuck
players
outta
laughing
here.
their asses off. God damn. Yeah, how fast do you think those things are going?
They go very fast.
12, 15 miles an
I
hour.
don't remember the actual speed, but like they hit like 100 miles an hour. It's like a major league.
It's
pitcher.
got to be over 100 miles
Yeah,
an hour.
it
easily.
absolutely is.
Oh man.
Let's go for a guess. I would say 120 miles an hour.
Wow, that's fast.
It has to be.
I'll say 100.
You go 100. No, it's got to be more than 100.
No, I say between 79 and 250.
Apple TV.
Oh, look at that.
Wait, this will stop. Wait, the clip is stupid. The clip is stupid.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, I don't understand why you don't want to use the Apple TV. It's a perfect technology for the Opie Network
It's
show.
good technology if you got video you want, but
Yeah,
if
like we're looking at a video right now from Jackass.
Highlight.
See, this is what we were just talking about, and now we could all see it on the big screen.
we can play it for the audience if
Yeah,
there's
it's
any
good.
good audio. But
So what could be the problem?
Yeah, but if you hit the wrong button, all of a sudden everybody's looking at a video of my girlfriend's pussy.
Why do you make it sound so violent?
Oh, he doesn't want it seen. It can't be
Exactly.
seen like that. The fuck?
All right, that's all right.
I make, whenever I put my fingers in it, I make the concentration face. Like I got my tongue, I bite my tongue.
You like gotta concentrate at what you're doing?
Yeah, whenever I finger her, I got my tongue sticking out between my teeth, and I don't say anything. I breathe heavy, like. It's the same face I make when I'm trying to unscrew something that I can only feel and not see.
Yeah.
How does anyone come in that house?
That's all we do is come. You kidding me? The other day, I fucking said to her, I'm like, go make me a strudel, and she fucking slipped on cum.
I thought you said you were just going to come right there.
No. She fucking slipped on cum on the rug.
Wow.
You know how much cum you have to do?
That's a lot of cum.
It looked like someone had taken Vaseline in their hand and smeared it. It was my fucking cum. And she was wearing socks, and she slipped on cum on the rug. And she dropped a bowl of marbles. It's like, pick those up, you whore.
Jesus.
Because we always carry a bowl of marbles around. It keeps us centered.
Oh, shit.
Record highlight speed, anyone?
Record.
Got the answer.
Well, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, but it's probably within range of normal highlight shit, I would guess.
Whoa. Is that real?
You got 188 miles?
Told you.
Damn. You get hit with that, you're dead.
188
Depends
miles
on where you got hit.
is the record.
Anywhere, I think.
If you fucking put your hit in the head of the cock with that, if it was a fucking... like a golf ball.
Wasn't highlight a fake game?
Was it rigged?
I don't know. Didn't they
Yeah,
use,
that Milford highlight up
wasn't
there in
that for
Connecticut.
betting or something?
Yeah.
Betting. Online poker going away. What the fuck?
No, I had like $7 in my full tilt
They
account. I was so
fucking-
pissed.
Yeah,
Government
they
sticking
nailed-
their fucking nose in everybody's business
See,
again.
they don't give a fuck if you gamble. They just want to be able to control and
Absolutely.
get their share. That's what that's about. They don't care about the individual.
How dare them?
They don't give
What
a
do they
fuck.
think,
The casinos are going up all over the place now. They don't care
Yeah.
if people bet their life savings. But what they do care about is not getting their taste.
Absolutely right.
And that's all that's about.
Yeah, don't make it
'Cause
sound
wasn't
like
this
you're
off-
helping society, motherfuckers.
Wasn't this offshore shit?
Yeah.
And they found a loophole because
Found
the
a
offshore
loophole.
people were making way too much money without our government getting a taste.
Yeah, they said that they were making their money and claiming it as well. They made a law that said that the American banks, couldn't do business with these offshore banks,
And that wasn't good enough because they figured
they
out
found a way
that.
around it.
Meanwhile, they do fucking business with Libya and
I-
other
I know,
countries.
I know.
The fucking nerve of that. Why am I being so indignant? It's just nervy of the government to do that.
No,
really
it's
is.
infuriating, is what
These
it is.
cocksuckers.
They don't give a fuck if you destroy your life gambling.
They do business
they
with
don't.
countries that fucking that sponsor terrorism, and then they eventually put them on a list and don't do business with them. But who the fuck? We do business with China,
China is just notorious when it comes to fucking with people.
whose human rights record is despicable. Their fucking their environmental record is despicable. We do business with them.
Right.
We won't do business with somebody that's helping somebody decide if they want a third ace.
Yeah,
It's not our business.
You're fucking.
I made my point. I'm repeating myself. Shut up.
Online and play a little poker, and it was always it was fun, man. I'd get online, and you could go online and play for no money, for fake money. Really? Can I? So when I'm fucking betting my fake $1,000 or 1,000 chips, when I bet my fake 1,000 chips, and another guy calls me because it doesn't cost him anything. What does that mean?
Right.
It's not playing real poker.
Right.
Real poker, you have to have money backing it because that's the only thing that shuts people down. And they got me for I had a few bucks in there, nothing over, not even $1,000.
So why are they taking everyone's money on top of it?
They froze the account.
So are they going to give it?
Seizing the account.
Are they going to give everyone their money back?
Of course not. It was
No.
illegal activities you're taking part in. So you're not getting shit back.
My pal Brother Weeze must be on suicide watch because
That's all he did.
The
That's
fucking
all he did when he wasn't doing radio.
But you know what the other thing
Nerve
is?
of
Let
these
me.
motherfuckers.
I bet you the government sets up their own online poker sites.
They do.
There's too much money in it.
you play the stock market.
I was just going to bring that up.
Oh.
Fucking E-Trade. You sign on to your E-Trade account and trade stocks. It's worse than online poker as far as money going back and forth. But opening bell, by the way.
Ding,
there
ding,
it
ding,
is.
ding,
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 ding.
ding,
The market's
ding, ding,
open.
ding, ding, ding.
Looks like.
Here's Paul. Paul's very upset. We lost the
Hi.
online poker. Paul, PA, go.
Hey there, Paul.
Hey, it's actually Andrew. How you doing?
All
All right.
whatever.
Hey, quickly, the Flyers, they win last night.
You know what? I'm just driving through PA. I'm actually from New Jersey.
I love how these guys just don't watch their sports from their town. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, he's not from there.
Oh, you're just driving through.
Where you from, you
I'm
queer?
sorry, your phone was a little fucked up.
I'm from New York. I called about the online poker thing. I really don't know what I'm going to do with myself. It's like the one thing I had that I really look forward to. And, without any warning over the course of the weekend, it's now just gone.
Yeah, it was kind of nice when you're just sitting around. If you're bored or something, you just pick up your laptop and you're like, I'll play a game.
Yeah.
Hey, you get in there, you play some fucking poker, boom. You make a couple of bucks, you lose a couple of bucks, you're having fun, bing, bam, boom.
It was fun,
Now.
fun.
Partying, partying.
Fun.
Dude, you're right about them wanting their taste because
That's all it's
they
about.
know every fucking dollar you make or lose from the stock market. They don't. You lose.
Yep.
The government never stepped in when people have lost their life savings. How many people lost money a few years ago when the market crashed and committed suicide?
Yeah, hey, we ought to maybe stop people's ability
They were aware.
to trade like that.
And all that weird shit was going down a couple of years ago. They were aware. They knew that shit was happening.
They're gonna make it legal, but it's gonna take about 2 years, they say. And first of all, they're gonna lose interest. But why ban it until you're ready to go live with the regulated poker that they can collect taxes on?
Yeah, whatever you said if your phone wasn't fucked up.
Yeah, I could. Dude,
Sorry,
what did
buddy.
you say?
You're gonna have to call back. Now his phone's really bad. We're gonna give up on him. All right, we'll break, I guess. But now we lose online poker.
Yeah.
That makes me so fucking angry.
It has nothing to do with protecting the individual.
No.
I hope you guys know that.
God,
I hope you know that.
This is the type of shit that it's invasive.
Yeah. It's just more dumb government fucking bullshit in your face.
They're always in your face about something.
In your face, up your ass, in your pockets.
You know, and you'll see another casino pop up in your area,
right?
Because they get their taste out of those places. Yeah. All right, we'll finish up next, I guess, with some other shit.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Sirius XM, the virus. This is the Opie vesves show.
It's holidays
No,
anymore.
there's not.
I haven't thought about Jesus during Easter for years.
No.
I see the bunny, the chocolate, the eggs.
Bunnies and
I don't know what any of that means.
jelly beans.
This is why American culture,
Christmas,
though,
I don't think Christmas is a religious holiday at this point.
American culture is such shit because we're constantly fucking cowering and backing off from things that became very familiar.
Yeah,
It's silly.
We do this break probably once every couple of months, and the parents are outraged. Uprise. It's a minority that is thinking this way. It's not the majority.
They win all the time, though.
The minority. I know that.
Because the majority is too busy working and just
So-
going
Right.
about their lives.
So wiffle ball, kickball, dodgeball pose a significant risk of injury. And classics like capture the flag, steal the bacon. Does anyone know steal the bacon?
Steal the bacon?
What's
You really
steal the
know what
bacon?
steal the bacon is? I don't know that one.
We used to play that in my school back in the day, where it was like it was typically in the gym. You'd have one line of kids on one side, one line of kids on the other side, and usually like some shitty teacher would like throw their keys down at some designated spot in the middle, and everybody would have assigned a number. So you would pair up with somebody, and they would call a number, and the first one to steal the bacon would get a point.
Nice.
And, like, you had to make it back to your line without getting tagged or something. I forget what the rules were.
It's not what it is.
Oh, what's steal the bacon?
It's when you all. I hope I don't start laughing to this. It's when you go out and steal Kevin Bacon. Put him in your pocket or something.
That's impossible, Chip.
Classics like capture the flag, steal the bacon, and Red Rover are also deemed dangerous in new state regulations for day camps. Red Rover.
Who's
dangerous
playing
in
Red
new
Rover
state
anymore?
regulations for day camps.
Can you tell me what the status is on red light, green light, 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
Like green light, 1, 2, 3.
I bet but you know what it is? Kids have probably gotten hurt, and this is where parents bring it. I guarantee there's been lawsuits.
Oh, yeah.
My
plenty of them.
son skinned his knee, and I'm so it's almost like as much as the state sucks, parents, they're not going to uprise because most of these shitheads are responsible for fucking suing.
The lawyers have destroyed any type of entertainment or fun in this entire country. And you can see it just by looking at the past 10, 15 years, how many of these fuck commercials come on for lawyers every 2 seconds. You'll see a drug commercial, and then right after the drug commercial is a commercial from a lawyer saying, did you take a certain drug? Call me. And what the fuck is going on?
They are scumbags, but you know what? It's easy to throw the lawyers under the bus, but they do not exist in a vacuum. They exist because people use them
but
to
they made
sue.
it easy. They made it easy.
They did.
Now, people in general have a basic human nature to try to get something for nothing. And if something happens, they are instantly going to go, I want to sue. But if you had a legal system that said, no, get out of here, stop it. It's a frivolous lawsuit. They wouldn't be so apt to try to sue. Now it's no matter what happens, I want a lawyer. Get me my lawyer. And they're readily available on TV. You can pop it on and find a lawyer in 2 seconds.
But if you didn't have a country of pigs who are obsessed with grabbing for more than their share and greed, then lawyers would maybe just use the law properly. So it's kind of, but you can't let the public off the hook either.
Yeah, no,
They're
I'm
pieces
not.
of
Believe me.
shit, greedy,
litigious douchebags.
Yeah.
So summer camps are going to be pretty boring. I wonder if you're still allowed to les out.
I think they'll
at
be
summer
lesing
camp.
out at the at the summer camp,
but
down at the canteen.
Significant risk of injury if you les out.
You could pull a jaw muscle as you're lapping another girl's clitoris.
Well, we got a law student. We got more to this story. It gets even better. But first, a law student, Tyler, in New Hampshire. Lawyers are a product of what society... right, by the camp counselor.
By the creep camp counselor.
Yeah, there's significant risk of injury there.
They don't want the kids playing wiffle ball or kick. What a fucking...
Pussy nation.
Football I almost get because you can get paralyzed. You know, or football you get your leg broken, but kickball?
Yeah.
You fucking parents, I don't understand this.
I don't understand why the parents don't... have an uprising. I'm a parent now, man. This is what scares the shit out of me when my kid gets older and I have to put him into a school system and know what I went through as a kid and what they're not going to be able to do. You hear about the Easter egg thing? They're now called spring spheres.
How dare you say Easter?
Spring spheres? They're not even eggs.
The spring spheres.
They're called springs. I can't even say this fucking word.
Spring
spheres.
I believe so. It certainly doesn't say Easter anymore. So it might be spring eggs or spring. Someone help me out, a parent out there. Now you can't even do Easter eggs or say Easter eggs.
Did some jerk off actually come up with that? Like
spring spheres, I believe.
Because Easter is, a religious holiday.
By the way, this is why.
But see. Half these fucking things aren't religious.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus. Sirius XM.
Do. Classic kids games.
Classic kids games.
Like kickball.
Yes.
Deemed unsafe by state in effort to increase summer camp regulation. Now they're getting their grubby little hands into the fucking summer camp.
Yeah.
Bullshit. What the fuck, man?
I don't get it.
This is the world we live in now, huh?
Why?
And we're old enough to remember. We're old enough to be around to watch this whole thing change.
Remember all the good fun games that were uninterrupted.
State bureaucrats have identified a potentially deadly hazard facing our children this summer. Freeze tag.
Freeze tag.
This is what they're fucking doing with their time. What the fuck?
Why is freeze tag a hazard?
That's right. Officials have decided the age-old street game, along with wiffle ball, kickball, and dodgeball, poses a significant risk of injury.
Really?
What the fuck are they supposed to do at camp?
Sit around and be sexually abused.